Alright guys, back again with a new vlog. I've been wanting to capture an awesome vlog for you guys, and it's after Christmas now, and I want to do some stuff about the new desk from what you saw earlier. So this is going to be the tour of the desk and a few other items worthy of mentioning, and also probably an unboxing. Okay, so here we have my desk as you saw earlier, and sorry about the light in here. One of the lights in my overhead actually went out, so I have to have the other fluorescent light on, one of my other spotlights on. So here we have the desk, and let's just go ahead and do a tour. All right, let's zoom back here, and we can kind of see it in all its glory. It's a 70, I think, 1-inch desk, something like that, and it's huge. Okay. You can get an idea of where I sit and all the real estate space we have. And right now it looks very much like it's been used as an office, which it has. I've really broke it in well. Let's start from this side right here. We have a nice little access area for my guitars. I'll stand there. I'll probably decide to leave there because if I want to do any recording, I'll need it to be readily available. I have it plugged into right now I have it plugged into my Digitech RP355, and I'll show you what's in that box. It's right beside here in just a little bit. That'll be the unboxing. This is my RP355, which I've done. May or may not be released right now. Will be soon, if not. Some videos on the effects and the presets on this, and I tend to do a review on this pedal. I love it so much, so that'll come later. But that probably, I haven't really decided what to do with this yet, because I've got these other two pedals over here, the Tube Screamer and the MXR Prime Distortion. So I'm kind of thinking about leaving probably the Digitech over here to record with, and then those pedals over there to do any videos with. And so because I've been wanting to do a review on the MXR pedal there for a while, all I have is a demo, so I may just experiment with it by itself. But anyway, let's get back to this. This will be a long video if I'm not careful. This is just some random pictures that I've got sitting here. Obviously got the Word right here. It's nice, I've got a computer, I can access it anytime online, but it's nice to not have to fool with just another thing to do online. So it's readily available right here. And wow, that disappeared. You see that? Because that's not for right now. You may have already seen that, I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to put it over here, and I'll get to that in a minute. If you saw it, well, then good for you, because you know it's coming up. Anyway, just some, my tools for my Ibanez, Allen wrenches. Picks readily available, ready at hand. This is the remote to this camera right here that I'm using. So, because I've been doing a video on a new backing track I've been experimenting with, and so that'll be available as soon as I can get it posted. Right here we have, somehow the speaker got turned sideways. We have my AOC monitor, 19-inch. It is an E950 SWN. You can see that right there. And I finally got it hooked up to the Mac Mini. The way this works is, like I said, if you come around here, it's a very jumbled up mess. But I had to get a adapter for the VGA, and this is straight from Apple. This goes into a mini display port, which connects into my Thunderbolt port back here. And by the way, if any of you are wondering, it does work. So this mini display Thunderbolt and mini display USB here, whatever you want to call it, mini connector, does work on the Mac Mini. So you can connect your VGA monitor to this, and that's what I've done. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and sit down here so we can kind of view all this stuff as I see it. Right here, we just got the brand new broken in 2014 yearly planner. The previous one looked like this, just a little small thing, and didn't really have a whole lot of space to write stuff that I needed to. As you can see, there's, Monday through whatever, and then compared that, you can see right here I've got all this space to write stuff in, which is very handy. It really works out really good. So there's what they look like. I got a lot more space to write with. And for this week, I've already started So, I mean, I've got all this spot to work and stuff. And maybe that'll be something cool to do, is to go over, you know, how I plan things. I'm trying to do a little bit better this year. I mean, last year is just so hectic. As you can tell, I mean, this is too much. Okay, this is a lot of stuff every week. It's something, you know, huge, and you know. So anyway, we're on the desk, not on my planning stuff. We have a nice pull-out keyboard tray. Very nice. It's actually pretty wide. Just got the wrist glove there, my mouse, nice little micro bead thing here. Just recently bought this gel for my wrist. My wrist has been giving me crazy. I'm telling you, it took me about a week, maybe 2 weeks to get over when I put this desk up. The screws were so hard to put up, or to screw in. They were so tight, so I had to drill out holes and stuff. This is a desk by Bush, is the name of the manufacturer. And somewhere in here, I have the actual desk manual. Let's see here. Here we go. Here's the manual. This is the Bush Furniture Manual. This is what it looks like. It's a, I think it's called a, oh, I just forgot. I may have mentioned it on the previous video on this desk. But I mean, look at this. This is huge. All these parts put together. If you ever get a desk from Bush Furniture, I recommend you drill some of the holes out. But you got to be careful, because for the very reason that this right here exists. See that little hole? Well, this, as you can see, is not very thick. So when I was drilling out a hole to put the screw in, it went all the way through the other side, and that really made me aggravated. But anyway, I digress. Right here we have a mini USB, or a USB hub that you can turn on and off as you need to. It's very cool. That way I can have things connected, but without having to take them out all the time. There's just the Mac Mini you see there. A couple business cards and some monthly bills and stuff like that. Some spot for some post-it notes. The whiteout actually needs to go in another thing. By the way, let's go ahead and get to that. This actual cabinet here is good for towers, but as you can see with the Mac Mini, I don't need a huge computer tower. Thank goodness for that. Windows is now out of my life as much as I can make it possible. So it's a huge service area back here. Back here is a bunch of backed up files on DVD and CD for the computer. Candy stash. I love Reese's and Reese's peanut butter cups. Down here we have my big work satchel here, where I've been keeping some business journals and some business goals and things like that, and that's where the whiteout's supposed to go, is in here somewhere. So I'm going to put that in here. Let's see here. Can't see it from there. Anyway, I'm not sure if I'm going to edit this or not. I'm just going to try to speed through this so that I don't have to edit another project, because that, like I said, the backing track that I'm doing is going to take up a lot of time trying to get it edited and everything. So that's where I keep that for now. I'd like to have another shelf back there. I thought about using one of my comic book boxes for that, magazine boxes, but it didn't work out too good. But for right now, that's what this cabinet's used for. Okay, so back over here we have the planner, you know, as I was telling you. And I'll just go ahead and tell you, I love these pens. These are Uniball Blacks, BLX pens. They are colors that are mixed with black to give you a nice different colors. It comes as a 4-pack. You've got blue, purple, red, and green. The green looks terrible. These other three are passable, and they, if you use them for Bible marking, especially, they don't bleed. So they're very nice. Once again, they're Uniball blacks. Now this says Signo. This says Signo, but they're just called blacks. All right. This is just the 0.7, the 207 tip. They're awesome. Okay, and I think Uniball recently has went to the check writing ink, so that it can't be washed out, you know, for fraud and everything. So that's what those look like. And put those back over here, and I'll get to that where my pens are stashed here in a little bit. So we have let's go ahead and turn this thing on so you can see what's going on here. Alright, so coming out of sleep mode there, the lights just stay bright. See, once again, the ALC monitor does in fact work. You can see my mouse trailing from there to over here. Alright, so I've got that hooked up. I've got my, my user thing there. Let me go ahead and hook that and open that up so you can kind of see what I've been working on, or what I am working on. Alright, so there's my calendar. I keep my calendar on this side. I don't know, it just seems to flow better. That way I can always have a reference of what, to use. And then over here, this is a very special story. I have this picture that I think comes standard on OS Mavericks. This is a picture of a frog as well. And so this goes back to, if you'll read the books that I own that you should read, I think it's number 2 maybe. Talks about, I think both of them actually talk about Brian Tracy's Eat That Frog. Okay, and so this is to remind me to eat that frog. In other words, to do the most important thing and the thing that looks like the biggest, ugliest frog first. So it reminds me to get things done. Okay, now the cool thing is I have multiple desktops here. Okay, so I can switch and go to another desktop, which is right now currently the Grinch theme, as you've seen on one of my videos, my Christmas videos. Okay, so, and I'm not going to go over how I did that, but you can have multiple desktops and things like that in their Mac, which is, Macs are awesome. Anyway, one of these days I'll do what's in my dock. That'll be cool. I'll do a what's in my dock thing so that you can, kind of compare what, the things are. But anyway, now let's go back over here. As I said, we have, by the way, this is one of my external hard drives. This is a My Passport, I don't know, just a My Passport Go, or whatever it's called. It's just a mini one that you can haul around with you. It's 500 gigs. I got an idea of this from Robert Baker's channel, and I see these all the time. It doesn't look like this, but it's a different set. These are screen wipes, so that I can always keep my screen clean. I have the other side of the speaker that's over there, right here. This is just to show you the layout of my desk. So right here I have a coaster so that I can put my drinks here. They're always within arm's reach. And I love the fact that I have multiple spots. I'm sitting in my chair and I have a hand's reach with everything. I can go towards everything, okay? And then back here, I just moved this shelf over a little bit. I've got my amp down here. That way I can access this stuff too. So I have some blank CD cases, just some within arm's reach stuff too as well. And this is stuff that I need. I'll probably do a separate vlog, just as to be talking while I'm putting these up. This is going to be more posters and stuff that I've got to put on the wall of guitar fame here, including myself there. Awesome. Anyway, back to the desk. As we move along, we have the printer, which is over here, which is cool. I have to stand up to put the paper in, but when it prints out, I can grab it and it's good to go. So that's cool. Right now, I'm kind of running my cassette deck in through the Behringer USB audio interface, the UF something, the Uphono UF UFO 202. See that? And that's just going into my headphone input, I guess, or no, it's USB, so it's going into the USB right there, so that I can convert some of my old cassettes into digital, so that I can put them on CDs and MP3s and stuff. Right now I've still got to do this one, Eric Clapton's Blues. It's a double album. It's awesome, and I've done so many of these lately that I'm just kind of burnt out, so I'm just kind of leaving it sit, and when this goes, it'll be nice and clean. So over here we have my pen. This is uncommon colors. I love writing with things like greens and purples, and got some red in there, different colors. I don't really have a black pen nearby. I don't really need any, but I've got a bunch of pens in the living room. This is just my favorite click pencils that I use. This is a Pentel clear point, and I love 0.5. I don't like 0.7. I love 0.5. They're more precise. They're nice and controlled. However, these have a tendency to this gets loose. You know, it kind of pops off. And I love the twist eraser. This is what I use for checkbooks, you know, our checkbooks and business books and things like that. I have the other half of our headset, telephone headset. I have the trusty fan that is almost always on. Got just a little funeral home quick look calendar if I need it. Some sort quick type stuff for when I'm, you know, doing paperwork, which it's halfway melted because I actually put it in the microwave one time because I have little other containers and I wanted to distribute it between multiple ones, and that didn't work so well. So if you ever do that, make sure you do it at 5-second increments so that you know that you're not going overboard. Over here I've got a whiteboard of a song that I think I mentioned earlier, and I actually may have shown this earlier, of a song that I'm working on. And right here we have one of the things I received for Christmas, okay? And that is my wife bought me a Christmas, or a clock that I've been wanting for a long time. This is just a circle of fifths clock, as you can see. So it's an easy reference, so I don't have to memorize this all the time. I can just look at it when I need it. And it came from Cafe Press, and you can find them on Amazon, I'm pretty sure. And I think it runs about $30 or $18 or something like that. So as we move on, we recently went to Walmart to get some stackable drawers. I went with 5. You can take these apart if you need more or less, but I figure it's better to get more at first, you know, than you need, so that you have them if you do need them. And just basically the way I've got this organized is the bottom is just random stuff. Right now it's, and I guess I can put this in there too. This is just random business cards, and right now it's just like a wrist brace. And I've heard that, you know, I was having bad carpal tunnel not long ago, and I've heard that using magnetic balls or whatever they are, and just sitting here and doing this, rolling around in your hand, is a good exercise. But my wife is addicted to bouncy balls, so that's what I decided to use. Second drawer is small tech stuff like USB cables that I'm needing all the time, readily available. Also flash discs. These are little things that go to my Targus card reader down there that I've got a mini adapter in for a mini flash disc. This is a flash disc and USB holder case, so that's already readily available. Up here we got some supplies. I've got these little clips back here, binder clips, and then just a little, you know, case full of all the little, you know, things that are needed, readily available. Paper clip holder, the magnetic kinds that just, you know, stick up there. I love these things. And then the last thing I've found that I need more and more is just a little thing to open boxes with and stuff. So that's what that is. And then right now, nothing. This is just some Post-its that I'm using. Here's probably where I'm going to put books. So I have books that are going to be available there, and the ones that I'll use and most readily reference, like the Power Focus, that's going to be one that's going to be put there before long. This one's an awesome one. I need to read again, and I put it there to remind myself for the new year, streamlining your life. Maybe I'll show that on another book I own that you need to read. This is a very awesome book by, I think, Stephanie Culp. So yeah, let's plan on doing that for another book I own you need to read, and we'll go over what it's about. Over here is just a random tray. This is going to be my to-do thing. That's where all my bills and stuff was going to be, and I was just going to leave that there and some, you know, supplies for my dry erase board. But it's kind of doesn't really serve a purpose right now. I mean, if I leave stuff over there, I'll forget about it because I'm always looking this way at my monitor. So I might need to have my inbox over here somewhere, but I don't want all this area getting all cluttered. So we have a letter opener. We got just some miscellaneous stuff right now. Then over here is the whiteboard that I was referencing. Okay, the huge one. This is the big one that I've used in a couple of my instructional videos, and it's good for just sketching out plans and ideas. You know, if I need to commit before I put them on paper or something, if I need to do that. Down here, I'll get to the drawers here in a second, but down here I've recently bought one of the floor mats for the rolling chairs. And I don't know if you can see that. Do you see that indentation right there? And you're right here and here. Let me just tell you, this is not good on carpet. These things aren't. These are good for solid, these mats are good for solid ground or flat ground, because right here, the way it is, the little roller things here on the chair end up getting stuck in there. They get sunk, and so I can't really move around like I'd like to. So that's kind of a disappointment. All right, so before we get to the drawers, let's go here underneath in reference to the keyboard. Everything else down here we have. This is some miscellaneous stuff I need to put in my business books. And it's the end of the year, so I mean it's the beginning of the new year, so I'm about to do that stuff tomorrow and get everything ready for taxes. And that's what's down there. I've got on the left, I've got a spiral. That's for my books, and this is for more tax records, and then just some miscellaneous printer paper. And this is in one of those big, filing file folder kind of organizer things. Right here, I've got my trash can, which needs to be emptied, and a spare bag in the back, and some miscellaneous hookup stuff for all the chaos that you saw behind the desk earlier. Now for the last thing we have, and as I look around, I think that's it for the desk. We're 21 minutes into this, so the last thing I have, oh, by the way, this thing down here is just so that if I need to type, I can put things on it, in case you were wondering earlier. It just comes apart like this. Set your paper on it and start typing, if you need to have something to look at. There's a little magnet there to hold it on if I need to. Okay, so as far as the drawers up here, I have Kleenex, because I'm always needing Kleenex. So I've got Kleenex, brand new one I need to open. I've got another one I need to put in there, get rid of it first. But here is basically where I'm going to keep manuals. This is the manual for, or at least the thing that came with my USB hub there. The furniture thing, I've got some stuff for my wireless optical mouse, which I recommend. This is a Gearheads Nano mouse. This right here thing is the bomb. I love this mouse. And it's got a little spot here for your USB controller, which is currently, you can't see it right now, but it's currently plugged into this side of the computer. See that little bitty thing? That's my Nano device for my mouse. So, and then you've got, I haven't installed it yet. It automatically recognizes it on Mac, but I actually need to install it when I get my optical disc drive for DVDs, because then I can use these forward and back buttons when I install the software. You got, clickable roller mouse, and actually, as you can see, these arrows. As you can see these arrows here, you can move it this way or that way and just scroll sideways. You got a right click button. This thing is really cool on this mouse. Let's say you like a fast pointer speed, but it's too slow. Instead of going into your mouse settings and messing with that, for example, I like my mouse really fast. See if you can see my mouse. Get it off the nano mode here. Micro. So here's my mouse. See how fast that is when I move my mouse? Now I just click this button and it makes it slow down. So it's here slow, click fast. See that? I mean, it's got a wider range. I like my mouse fast because I like to be able to get to spots on the screen a lot quicker. So basically that's the Gearhead mouse, optical wheel mouse that I got at Walmart, and it's awesome. I love the thing. Batteries lasted forever on it. But just the manuals. This is spots for manuals and stuff. My printer manuals, computer manuals. This was actually what my wife was using on the Mac Mini. She would put this on top of it, so because it's very easily scratched apparently. And then when you had your disk drive on here, keep it from scratching. But I don't have a disk drive right now. I'm ordering that, and it'll be here soon. This is the Mac Mini manual. So these are just all manuals and kind of like the receipt that came with this desk, things like that. So probably need to go ahead and take out and get that ready for tax time tomorrow. That'll be important. Alright, so you got all that stuff. Okay, that's basically this whole top drawer. Just manuals for now, and Kleenex. The bottom one is basically for all my computer backup files, this is software files and things like that, and then just a bunch of, this is ink supplies for my printer, and just some blank CD DVDs. Okay, So that's basically what this whole bottle, and some spare writing pads. By the way, you need to check out printerfillingstation.com for all your ink refill supplies, because I mean they're awesome. You can get them so much cheaper than having to go buy ink all the time. It comes with syringes, comes with a whole kit, including, like, this is just like 4 ounces of ink. I haven't even broke it open yet, but I went there for years. Ever since about 2005, I've got my ink from there, and I've only had to get it one time for the other computer that I had, because I don't go through a lot of black ink, but they do black and color and everything else. But anyway, as you can see, that has been the desk tour. Now let's go ahead and go back here to the Mac Mini and show you exactly what is all plugged in. Okay, all right, so right now we have a webcam, which is my webcam, my Logitech webcam, a C270 or something like that. That's plugged into the Mac Mini. We have the monitor, the ASOS monitor, or AOC. We have the power supply. Over here is Ethernet cable, and we have, I think, a firewire cable over here, which I don't have anything to use for. Here's a big USB. No, this is HDMI. This is for this other monitor. We have this USB, which is for the keyboard. This USB, which is for my no, actually it's not. That's going up here. This USB cable is for the speakers. So the speakers are USB cable. And then we have over here is the USB hub. And the USB hub is also where that is plugged into, the audio driver. Here we have a line in, which I'm using just a regular guitar cable that's plugged into my Digitech. See the blue cable there? Blue cable here. I fed it underneath the desk. It's coming up, and we have it just plugged into a from a 1/4 inch to a 1/8 inch adapter going into the line in. This is the line out, which is where is that plugged into? That's the headphone out. So actually that's, let's see. Let me see where that's going real quick. Oh, well, that's a good question. What do I need to send out? Give me just a second here. Like I said, I don't know if this will be edited or not, so stick with me and I'll figure this out. This is why you don't want to have a whole bunch of wires, but there's really nothing I can do about it. It's hard to do this one end. Let's see here. Oh, that is where, see that green right there? That's feeding into the headphones. This is, that green cable is coming over so that it can play going out and coming over here to the audio out, the headphones. Now I haven't tried it, I don't think, on this connection or not, but this is the microphone. This is line in, and so going from my tape deck, that's the line out. Actually, no, it's not. That's the line. What is that? Oh man, sorry about doing this. This may be edited after all, I don't know. Alright, so we've got headphones. This is line out going into headphones here. I don't know, maybe that has something to do with how I'm recording it. I don't know, it don't make sense. But anyway, that's the desk. Now, since this is going to be a long video, looks like, let me go ahead and cut it off here as the desk tour, and I will do a separate video on my unboxing and other new things I got for Christmas. How's that? Alright, so for this time I'm signing off. By the way, back here is just some just a random CD tower of stuff I have no idea where to put now, so I'm just leaving it there. And I think I mentioned this earlier too, but in case I haven't, these are awesome headphones. These are by Sony, and they tend to flake though, so I just used a pair of my wife's footies to keep from having to have black stuff all over my ears. So that is my desk tour as of now, January 1st, 2014, and it actually looks like an office space. So I'll see you guys in the next video where we'll talk about, or one of the next videos where we'll talk about some new gadgets I got and unbox a cool new toy. Thanks guys for watching. Talk to you later.